Let's bring you this.
Let's bring this. Losers finals at Hitstun 3. BarkSanchez versus KeroKeroppi.
Man, I'm excited for this, and I think we're going to see a Pika Ditto.
So, you know, when we look back at Kero, he had that Pika Ditto against Boom, and he came close.
Yeah.
So he's comfortable in the matchup overall. And the same can be said by Bark as well. You know, we saw Zero trying to go for the Pikachu Ditto, and it looked promising at the start, but Bark was able to make the adaptations that he needed, and he really ran away with the set.
And I think, I mean, Bark's very good at this matchup, but I do think Kero is definitely the favorite here. You know, being able to play it at that level with Boom. And once you play Boom, everyone else feels like you just got to warm up with a master of the game. So every little mistake, if you can take advantage of Boom's mistakes, other players are going to have much more, many more mistakes than Boom. Great jab grab there.
So where are you expecting each player to capitalize? Do you think that Bark's going to win more in neutral? Do you think he's going to probably win more on the punish game?
I think Kero's punish game is going to be a lot stronger than Bark's, but I think in the neutral, it's going to go pretty even. I think Bark has a very good neutral game.
Well, he's going to definitely need it.
Oh, so you see that? What a beautiful sweet spot recovery.
And recoveries are going to be a talking point as well. You know,
and the first stock, Shear's going wild. The first stock goes to Baltimore.
Recovery is going to be a really big talking point as well. How you're going to be able to avoid all these edge guard setups is going to be really, really important. And being able to always have those mix-ups in the tank is very critical, I feel, in this matchup.
Kero, before on the platform, is running away for a second with that like plat drop up air. Just so beautiful. Nice throw to take that stock and even it back up.
And even the decision to wait there. You know, Bark really didn't have much of a reason to go for the tech away. Kero just waiting there for the tech option, ready to react to whatever Bark chose. Back in center, and Kero's kind of walling him out a bit with these bears. Bark's having a tougher time, I feel, in this game than he did in that last game, finding some of these openings.
Yeah, I think he definitely will have a bit of a tough time. But a great job covering with that up air, but Kero managed to find his way back to that top platform. But there's one of the many strengths of BarkSanchez. He's so good against Pikachu, putting out hitboxes way out there to cover the recovery of other Pikachus.
And where Bark really excels is when there's nowhere to run.
Look at this. We see a quick little combo from that up smash. And Kero knows he's safe at the top platform.
Some nice damage right now for BarkSanchez, but let's see if we can maybe go ahead and convert that into a stock as well. Kero's starting to slip behind a bit from a percent standpoint, but that's the beauty of 64. You can be down, but you're not necessarily always out.
That's it. Oh, man, and Bark with a great recovery there. Kero kind of missed times. He tries that F smash.
Bark's definitely coming out on top when it comes to edge guards as well. You know, we've seen him connect with that dare. Kero's having a really tough time, I think, picking up on some of the recovery mix-ups that Bark is employing, and that's really leading to, I think, a pretty big percent dividend.
Oh, wow, and Bark just waits a little long. Oh, great recovery. Kero goes low and then high.
Bark is still right there. You know, even though he didn't get the kill, he still was able to tack on the damage, and it's just enough to set up for that dare to close out that stock. BarkSanchez up 2 stocks.
2 stocks. Unbelievable. Kero. This is madness right now. This guy is so good.
I mean, he's won before.
Get up attack.
It's happened before.
Ooh, good forward tilt. Yeah, it has happened before. I didn't see that one, so I'm pretty happy to be seeing this right now. Oh, what a recovery. And Kero doesn't look like he's using the same amount of patience and planning that he does, the respect that he gives to Boom. I have to say, I don't think he's giving it to Bark, and it's costing him. Yeah, I think he has to play this guy just like he would play one of the best in the world.
I mean, there's definitely a case for BarkSanchez. You know, when he's hot, he can be on that level.
Yeah, and he was upset with himself earlier, and it looks like he's made such a turnaround. That's going to be a stock. BarkSanchez with 3 and Kero with 1 in this first game. Unbelievable. Oh, the jab grab. That's exactly what he needed to do, and he's really incorporated that into his game recently. It's beautiful to see him make that adjustment. Oh, nice. Couple. Yeah. He walks forward after a couple of them and does a nice jab grab there.
Yeah, Kero with a jab grab of his own there. You know, like you said, you know, he has a really good punish game. We just haven't really seen that so far from Kero. You know, it's a bit unexpected. The one place where we've seen Kero fail time and time again in this set is whenever it comes to dealing with BarkSanchez's recovery.
Right. And, you know, the recovery, Bark has done such a good job of predicting and kind of like putting himself in a position to capitalize on Kero's recovery. And Kero's let Bark sweet spot that ledge so many times. Look at that, another up air from Bark while Kero's trying to recover. Bark actually has Kero on the run here.
He's got him in the corner.
And this could be it if he calls this one. Ooh, and Kero just gets underneath that.
Just pixels away from going ahead and securing that down air.
Wow.
It may have been enough. Look at BarkSanchez. The decision to use the up air there to stuff out the forward smash, and BarkSanchez.
Holy crap! Shears is going mad.
Shears is looking like Bark just won the tournament, and that was game 1 of Losers Finals.
Kero not happy right now, totally frazzled, and Wookie's got his camera there. Look at Bark, man. He looks excited. He looks like a kid on Christmas. You still look like a kid with that beard, Bark. That excitement, I love it.
We talked about BarkSanchez's familiar matchups. This is something he is no stranger to. His brother Dark Horse, plays a pretty solid Falcon. I wouldn't say it's on the same level as Kero, but it's definitely a really good contender.
Wow, I cannot believe that Kero opted to switch, that he felt less confident in that matchup than in this one.
One thing that we did see is Kero struggled a lot when it came to edge guards. But if you have a character that is so good at 0-to-deathing Pikachu, you don't have to worry about that aspect of the game.
Right,
So
he can outspeed and win this neutral game. Look at this.
Man, these punishes from Kero. Oh man, he's been playing with Stranded in the lab. 2 quick stocks in under 30 seconds. And I think that Baltimore just got a little bit quieter.
Oh man, that's only 2 stocks though, Bark. We've seen him adjust before.
Need that adjustment now. Bark, he may have been able to shut down 0, but Kero's Falcon, man.
Yeah, we've seen him JV6 Pikachus with this Falcon, so.
No.
And like you said, he's out for blood with this color.
No flare, no flash, just playing a very standard Falcon. He's trying to just do these optimal, simple punishes that make it so difficult to DI out of. And Kero putting Bark down to just 1 stock while only taking 18%.
Oh man.
Every single win in neutral has meant, I think, a stock.
Yeah, except that one.
Except for that one.
But it still does, a 5 stock. And that was the quickest match in a long time that I've seen. Kero going standard, playing the hits, playing the classics, 12 bars, just efficient. And Bark had tried Kirby. I mean, I don't know that this is going to work out, but he's got to try it because his Pikachu can't contest with this
It didn't stand a chance. He didn't get a single win really in neutral, and every single win that Kero got resulted in a stock, except for the last one, which he was still able to clean up at the end of it. But this is a different matchup. A lot of folks, myself included, see this really in favor of Kirby. But when I was talking to Kero, the fact that Falcon has some really good 0-to-deaths on Kirby makes it so that he feels that this matchup personally is in Falcon's favor. So,
yeah, I mean, he thinks Falcon's the best character in the game. And, ooh, nice from Bark. So there is a large deficit, however, I must say, between where's he going?
No, that was so silly.
There is a large deficit between Bark's Kirby and his Pikachu, and that could come into play here.
And I know that Kero certainly has his fair share of Kirby experience. I mean, you really have to whenever you're playing this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
man.
He's no stranger to this matchup, and you're seeing this right now as Kero takes another stock with that backhand. So looking at this, as Kirby, like, what are your goals really?
You need to get an up tilt and send Falcon off the stage and then just down tilt.
And that's one thing I
Wow, did you see that DI?
Yeah. Even though Kero, whenever he gets an opening, does a very similar combo sequence, you'll notice that the way he's getting those openings is different every single time. And that's making it really tricky for Bark to even land some of these up tilts. And it's forcing him to change up how he's getting opportunities. Amazing DI.
Yeah, and that's a great observation. Kero might not look like he's playing with a lot of, Kero might not look like he's playing with a lot of flash, but his mix-ups on the neutral game are what make him amazing. And then he's just so solid at finishing off stock. So he's going to try to recover high, and Bark calls him on it.
Oh, great nair. I was worried that was just outside of range after Kero dipped down, but Bark is so smart at understanding which trigger to pull. There's the up tilt that we were waiting for, punishing that grab attempt from Kero. But yeah, Kero's able to still make it relatively unscathed at 48%.
No, yeah, and that's something from a Kirby player who's going to beat Kero's Falcon, we need to see him land an up tilt and end the stock. We need to see, like, That'll be a stock. We need to see a reverse back air after a couple up tilts into a nair, something that'll just push Falcon too far away to recover.
Captain Falcon is absolute combo food for Kirby, but Kero is demonstrating that he has an excellent combo game on Kirby as well.
So we may see this rematch.
You think that he might switch to the Pikachu?
I don't think so. I
don't
think
either.
He just feels like, let me try. You know what? All right. Yeah, there's such a huge deficit. He's like, let me just not get hit. But Kero really won this neutral last time they played.
So I'm going to be paying a lot of attention on what Kero does to get these openings, because the flare, like you touched on, is not in the combo game. It's all in this neutral game more than anything else.
And he's so fast the way he moves around, too.
It's making it really difficult for Bark to space. He's finally able to go ahead and get that grab, though, after that whiffed forward air. And, oh, man, if he had maybe spaced that nair a bit better, he could have closed out the stock right there. But here's the punishment. Standard Falcon combo, and it's going to result in a stock.
Yeah, and you're not going to see Kero down air when the up B is an option to kill, because he's too smart and he's not willing to risk DI onto the stage.
Oh, there's the down air there,
well,
because it was so far away. And on top of that, Bark was probably trying to do something like DIing down and away to get out of the up airs. So it may have been a smarter option.
Yeah, you know, I was actually surprised he did it there. I think Bark might have had a chance to DI that. And look, he's not. Ooh, he tried that up B.
So Bark opting for a much more patient style of Pikachu here, right? And forcing Falcon to approach and punishing him on those approaches might be his best bet here. I mean, he's certainly doing a lot better than he did the last time that these two characters faced off. He's at least able to get on the board this time.
Absolutely. He's not out of this match by any means. You know, he could quickly take a stock here and make this even. But that looks like it's going to be a stock there. All he's got to do is run out, double jump, there.
And BarkSanchez committing to the air there was definitely a bit of a flaw, but because Kero wasn't able to get the right hitbox on that up air, he doesn't really get the punish he's looking for. But we might be seeing a nice punish here. The up air into the up B. Too low to go ahead and get the stock, but again, forcing BarkSanchez on the back foot.
So Bark manages to survive that one and at least recover. A rare miss from Kero.
Kero starting to go ahead and adapt a bit to Bark's style of baiting. He's just setting up these walls of bears. Even though Bark is able to get those fairs, he doesn't really make them account for much.
Ooh, and I don't know if Bark wanted a double jump there.
Great stomp. Up B.
Oh,
no,
wow.
go for another stomp instead. Kero is certainly playing with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, and he's feeling a lot better now.
He has every right to as well. I mean, he's up 4 stocks. The whiffed up smash, though, could result in a stock for BarkSanchez, and that was an easy conversion that he did with that.
Yeah, Bark is willing to go so low for that. He knows exactly what he has to do. He's so familiar with this matchup.
And you know, we've been so stoked about BarkSanchez. He had an incredible losers bracket run, but it might be coming to an end here. Forward air, up
Standard.
B, and that's a stock. KeroKeroppi,
right there.
He gets the JV4 stock, and even though BarkSanchez had that fantastic first game, it just wasn't enough really to carry all the way to it and bring him straight to grand finals.
Do you think that loss for Kero in that first game affects his chances against Boom and his confidence, though, as Pikachu?
You know, it might, or it might just be the wake-up call that he needs to know that he really needs to step up his game
all
the way, so he's ready now to face Boom with a fresh face.